Magpies. They've won their last 4. And like Geelong, some quality players coming back tonight. Jolly, Thomas, Dawes, Fasolo. Weston Jolly on the way down. Jolly. Corey had it bounce off his body. Comes back to Beam. Speaking of 5, number 5, Maxwell, down towards the pocket, coming up down there. Cloke, hand pass comes from Dawes. Pendlebury lines up and kicks the goal. What a great start. Geelong haven't touched the footy yet.
Perfect start from Collingwood. Obviously got it out of the centres clear. It's really interesting watching Taylor Hunt, as Lee touched on, starting at half forward, went to Swan, wanted to go to Pendlebury.
Pace and got a high tackle. Uses Fasolo, and Fasolo's kicked a full forward. Wellingham waits. Did pretty well, Wellingham. Duncan with him now. He's got himself into a tight squeeze, Wellingham, but he did it well. It goes back and finds Daisy.
There's the bounce just outside the 50. Knocked down by West. Sidebottom's kick goes back to West, who did pretty well to control it. Now Kelly. They spread nicely and come out quickly. Bartel's kick, though, showed a lot of it to Cloke. Umpire making it crystal clear. Gee, that's a massive kick from Cloke. They compete about 5 metres out. Runs free, falls in front. Pendlebury gets his second. And that's a wrap, because he is just a guy who wants to play league football. Selwood slips it away. Too slick there for Guthrie. Then he gave it away. Blair, Didak, it was Steve Johnson before Steve Johnson. Down goes Beams, coming through Sidebottom. And again, beat a would-be tackler. Wellingham spot
from Geelong defenders.
Turnover again in the back half. So a few handballs missing targets, a few kicks. They were both career highs. He kicked 2 a couple of weeks ago and 3 last week. And that's from 9 kicks in the last 2 weeks. Now, that is a thumping kick. Well, they've found a goalkeeper in the last 3 weeks. Maxwell's kick to Goldsack, just through his fingers. Lonergan. Pinched by Thomas. Goldsack, Johnny to provide the shepherd. Goldsack running hard. He's within range now. Couldn't quite get enough on it. Kicks to full forward. Wellingham's been dangerous. Blair, Guthrie was really good there. Wellingham to Sinclair. So both Collingwood and Geelong, 1 goal, 2 from set shots in the opening term, but you feel like the misses have been gettables, all of them good. Mark Dawes. No footy. Collingwood dominated the clearance in the opening term, 13-6. Inside 50s were about the same. So Pendlebury with those 2 first quarter goals and 7 disposals. That one going the wrong way in the end. Motlop back to Kelly. Kelly wants either Corey or Selwood. I think it was Selwood.
Saw him a couple of weeks back, outstanding. Make that 7. That was terrific too. Hit the ball at full pace. Loose ball, well done by Shaw. Was it Clark, I think? Stood up in the tackle. Got it across towards Sidebottom. Swan now. Chain of hand passes. Shaw the last of them. They can kick here if they want to. Wellingham runs 15 metres. Kicks to the wing. Beautiful finish. Spots Dawes on the lead. That was great coming out. As precise as we've seen tonight. Well-weighted kick to Wellingham. That was hard running. Had the ball moments ago in the back pocket to Didak. Didak inside the forward 50. Oh, that's terrific. From East Fremantle in Western Australia. Famous club. And this young man carving a name for himself. The kick is on the way, and generally he's very accurate. This is no exception.
And those second-tier players to alleviate the workload from Corey, Bartel, these sorts of players.
Stephenson stolen though by Swan, runs away from the centre circles. Can they muster the quick reply? Loose ball at the back. Cloke off the ground. Geelong at one end, but the answer comes at the other.
Yeah, the clearance when you can actually get a bit of time and space from that centre circle, and then basically just the kick. He doesn't mess around with it, Swan. He just drives it long and deep, and the defence is really all over the shot.
Was good there, held up in the tackle, and then just a little toe poked it to Thomas, running diagonally to get some space. Now he sets it up. Fasolo went early. Hunt just stood his ground. He's a big guy, Hunt. Not so much in height, but it's a barrel. Kicks the ball well done. Beams just off the interchange. Back to Clark. Now Clark's got a couple of options here. Fasolo tried the half volley. Quick give. Beams. Didak. Can he get his way through? Can he produce some magic? Turns against Collingwood. Lovely kick inside. Hawkins. Well, great tackle coming from Reid. And then short. So Collingwood dodge a bullet there. So Beams in the back half. Been a busy Beams again tonight. He's had over 30 in the last 3 weeks. Hunt front spot. Fasolo's up and about at the moment. Did so well there to Sidebottom.
Sidebottom feeds it forward. Sinclair, all youngsters, driven inside the forward 50. Enright failed to touch the football. As a result, they're touched up. It comes to Swan, and Swan snaps the goal. The fickle bounce, Donegan works in front, misjudged it slightly, missed by Dawes at the back. Fasolo at close quarters, releases Swan, goes to...
Ball, Enright had to get it out as far as he can. Cloke read it best, hooks back to the top of the square, play on call. Goldsack just crashed in, and then Wellingham fends off and does brilliantly well.
Just under 2 minutes to half-time. Motlop did well, not so well Hawkins. Waited, run down by the man who's famous for that now, Shaw coming up behind him. And Pendlebury is released, a couple of bounces. Runs to the 50, takes it on. That's a magnificent kick. Oh, what a beauty. That is Buddy Franklin-like. The pace may have been different. The lope certainly was. But forward, Beams goes back, Sidebottom. Too nimble, I would imagine. Yes, he is. For Stephenson, drives it inside.
Goes to play on, dummy to handball, kicks to full forward, not good off the boot. Keith read it. It was in his last 4 matches. And had some good numbers disposals-wise as well. Pendlebury, great handball to Jolly, and then Jolly held the handball back for a moment. Beams brilliantly. Blair, well done. Swan, it'll be a mark right in front, and Goldsack's going to keep the goals ticking over.
Swan again starting in the middle of the ground. Taylor Hunt, his direct opponent, starting across half forward for Geelong. Jimmy pushing forward, so just on that set up. Taylor Hunt.
Advantage was paid. He was going to get the free kick. Beams gave it to Pendlebury. Across to Dawes just inside the 50. Back to Beams. Beams under pressure. Can't get it to a teammate. But Fasolo got it from Mackey's hands and goes in and kicks it.
Tonight, if they get the next, Cats will be in strife. Keith takes a good mark and gives to Reid a left footer. So he gave it to him on the right side, and he spears that over the top. Sidebottom read it well. He's a good player, Sidebottom, isn't he? Running hard to Thomas. Thomas back inboard. Swan, they're building now to Dawes. Dawes looks up, goes to full forward. Cloke, not quite. Blair, what a goal! Collingwood dash away the big margin of the night.
That was terrific. The little guy got in the right spot, and you could see him take the extra time with that kick. It was a sharp angle. He put that ball up for grabs. Johnson, the first to arrive, outnumbered. Oh, great courage by Johnson. We admire his finesse and guile, the things he can do, but that time just had to run in a straight line. Stokes across the action there as he tried to scamper off. Touched on the mark by Smedts. Not good work by Fasolo. Thomas just kept on coming. No one expected that. Wow.
To Guthrie, and then Guthrie to half forward. Corey worked underneath. Reid, who's seen a lot of. Little kick. Didak, well, he so clever. He sees so many things. Didak. Well, Goldsack's gone down, and
I'm not sure where the umpire saw it until he actually made sure the umpire saw it.
Kicks the ball to the advantage of Duncan. Goes to ground, had to hold his feet. Now Motlop and Tuvey running hard, using Sidebottom, and Sidebottom has been so good tonight. Trapped that ball brilliantly.
He's been great, hasn't he? Up to 32 possessions now. Here's Goldsack on the outer side. Breaks a tackle. Now he's away. We know he can kick it long. High ball inside the 50. He can kick it accurately as well. Right on the head of Dawes. And the coverage couldn't get back in time.
That broken tackle on the far wing there where Goldsack, I think it was Hunt, wasn't it, that he just
missed hips and actually made Goldsack make a decision.
So Dawes, goal kicking hasn't been easy for him this season, but how big would this be? Kick is on the way. It's massive and it's good.
Gone down the race with the doctors.
Keep an eye on that, Richo. So Collingwood get out to about a 4-goal lead here. Pendlebury had his own little fitness test at three-quarter time. Beams hooking the ball back. Enright just got a hand on it, but it worked for Sinclair. Sidebottom, who must be close to the man of the man. Oh, Cloke takes a magnificent mark. Right there. Haven't seen many contested marks from Cloke tonight. That was a beauty, and he can kick this.
We always think this is his distance when he has to kick it full distance.
Worth the risk, although they don't think so. Clark consuming a little clock, if nothing else. Clark kicks to the wing. They've got the numbers out there too. That's a strong mark by Wellingham. Looks down towards half forward. 1-on-1 footy down there. Sidebottom. He just doesn't stop. Sidebottom kicks inside the forward 50. Strength.
Well, here's Dane Swan lurching for a mark, and as he goes to handball it up, his left hamstring there, I reckon he's given that a little nibble, and he's gone down.
Geelong here at the MCG, they're 10-0, and 4 of those 10 wins have been by under a goal.
Yeah, just keep finding a way.
So Maxwell, that's pretty good kick actually, a beauty, because it'll sit now for Pendlebury. Now Cloke's on here. There he goes, bang, to Cloke at full forward. It's good, or are you getting better at getting it out?
I don't know. All of those forwards just keep getting on the end of those balls in the forward 50.
Massive kick. He's had some chances in the last quarter, Cloke, and he's got that one. So he matches Hawkins with 2 goals for the match. Collingwood skip away again.
Selwood kicks inside the forward 50. Big pack. All Geelong behind the pack. The timely intervention there of Wellingham.
Gee, that was good by Wellingham.
Wasn't it great? It was headed, I think, for Johnson, who was storming Goldwood. And Wellingham...
I know, they're the ones who've been dominating the game, Geelong, but just can't quite get that final goal on the scoreboard.
Gee, Chapman, that's a good kick.
Oh.
So Buckley got back to touch it. So within a goal, Geelong. They haven't led all night, the Cats. Have never. Every contest important here. Well done by Buckley to Sinclair, 2 of their least experienced players. Slow kick, finds its mark. Fasolo wants 50, gets it. Wow. Can you believe it?
Technically, it's right, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, the run will be going out to him to take your 30 seconds.
The Collingwood fans will be clapping their hands. You would think after this kick, he's kicked 3, the number 1, and they lead by a goal.
It's one of those rabbit the green free kicks, 50-metre
That's the difference. Collingwood on top, just over a minute to go. And what we've seen tonight, don't rule out the Cats just yet. Sidebottom, any score though will win it to the Magpies. Blair goes to Pendlebury. What a term he's had. Long bomb going back is Dawes, and it's gone the right way. It's bounced. The footy barracks for Collingwood, and so do they. 4 goals to Dawes. Pendlebury, I'm sorry. He didn't touch it, did he, Dawes? He was chasing it. He's away, Collingwood.
Not the question of hunger from either of these 2 sides.
No. They absorbed a lot. They could barely get it out of their back line. And I suppose in one respect, the opposition kicking a goal or a couple gave them the chance to get a goal with a clean takeaway. And there's the siren. Just a terrific game of football. Collingwood prevail on Friday night. 96-84.